Hey YouTube, this is Ultimate Scorpion, and today I just wanted to show a little something, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people know this already. So I don't want no bad comments saying, "Oh, you're late, dude." Oh, I know, I'm pretty sure I'm late. It's just I found out something a little bit. I would have to say it's cooler because I never noticed this before because I never exactly messed with my iPod Touch that much. But when I finally started getting around to it, I started finding a couple of interesting things. And these a couple interesting things are for the Sega Genesis apps for the iPod Touch and the iPhone. Now what I found out you can do is go to the ROM inside of the app, take out the ROM, and you can actually change the ROM to another game. Now the game can't be completely different. It can be completely different. For example, like you can put in hacks to the game as long as the main menu screen isn't edited in any way or like the levels aren't fully changed. I say this because today I'm going to be showing something for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 has been one of my favorite games for forever, and I came across a hack a long time ago. Some guy was able to get the beta version of Sonic the Hedgehog 2, fix it up so we can play all the levels that were included. The game was never included inside of the original game because back then of the cartridge space that was given onto the Sega Genesis cartridges. But later on they got the ROM and fixed it, and now you can play all the levels. So I think that's really cool. But what I was able to do was take out the original ROM in the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 app and put in that one, so I can have all my levels in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Um, I really like the emulators that they offer for the games that they give for the Sega Genesis apps on the iPhone and iPod Touch App Store. I really like it, so I always wanted to, find out like, oh, how can I get, you know, these games inside of the the app itself, and I actually found that out. Um, I talk about the programming because the programming of the game can be, you know, completely different from the original, and I say that because I tried a couple of games and they didn't work. And the game I'm using today is Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Um, well, here it is. Oh, I am gonna point out a couple of things though. There is a couple of differences in this game. Well, other than the levels and the obvious things that change because it is a ROM hack. Um, in the first act of Emerald Hill, you'll notice something, and you guys will notice something. If you guys see something in the video that you guys are not too sure about, let me know. Write it in the comments, and I will let you know. Anything you see in the video, I will answer anyone's questions. I also did this because a while back ago, some guy was actually asking me about this too because like I know about this stuff kind of well, so you know I know my stuff around this stuff, so it's like he asked me, he's like, okay, since all the apps are emulators running a game, couldn't you just put a different ROM? And they gave me an idea, like maybe you can, but you can't do it with every game. I'm using this one because the game I'm using right now is not fully changed. It's changed. It's not changed. It's just added to, as I'm pretty sure you know what that means. I like all the levels, all the original levels are there. They're just included with other levels that were also included inside of the ROM hack, which I will show right now. But first, I want to show what happens to the first act of Emerald Hill because of the ROM hack, which I will show right now. As you can see, it's all orange, kind of like, but don't worry, this does not last for the whole game. It lasts for one act. I will show you that right now. As you can see, the gameplay is still the same. The app is reading the ROM actually perfectly, except for the color part in the first act. See, as you can see in the Act 2, it's back to normal. But I do have something else to say. If you start the whole game using a level select cheat, so for example, you do the level select cheat and then go to the first level, it would actually play perfectly. Because I'm guessing just from there, it just starts it off differently. But if no one doesn't know this ROM hack, I'll show you a couple of the things that it offers. Okay. The first missed level from the original is this one. That's Wood Zone. Another level that was not included in the original, that was Dust Hill Zone. Um, as you can see in this level, the programming is kind of weird, but that's because this was actually built on the ROM hack. I couldn't do nothing about this, so it's like this anyway. So this isn't an iPod Touch problem. This isn't an iPhone problem. This is actually on the original ROM hack. If you play this on a computer, you'll get the same thing too. And this level's called Genocide City Zone. I have to admit, this level looks actually really cool. I just wish it was actually made properly so I can play everything. So as you can see, I can't even find the rings, so it's kind of, yeah. But it's awesome though. I really like it. And the last level that was not included in the actual game is this one. This level right here was actually in the real game, but it was in it as a code, but you would fall to your death completely. It's a Game Genie code. I don't really know what the code is, but you technically get this level. It's called Hidden Palace Zone. But if you don't, you fall to your death. But if you go to the original, if you go to the original and play track 10 in the sound test, you can actually hear the music, which is actually kind of funny because the level doesn't exist in the game, only in a cheat, a Game Genie cheat. But yeah, it's there though. So. Haha, invisible box ring. Well, it's Hidden Palace Zone. Well, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, that's what I found out. I thought it was kind of unique, kind of cool, because you can put in any game you want as long as you just try what it is. I like that ROM hack a lot, so I was hoping I could put it in there. And since the programming is similar, it went in pretty well. So that's kind of cool. Also, I do have something to say about the devices you should use. I highly recommend to use a 3rd generation iPod Touch or a 4th generation iPod Touch. I'm using a 4th, as you can see, camera. But Yeah. Um, because the second generation iPod Touch does not run it really properly for some reason. It does not emulate the games properly, so it runs it really slow, and it actually crashed a couple times. So, if you want to try it, go ahead. Maybe it was probably maybe I can say maybe because my iPod was maybe running out of RAM or something at the moment. But as far as I'm concerned, it it froze a couple times. It even crashed. So if you want good performance and stuff, try a third generation iPod Touch and a fourth generation iPod Touch. The program I used to rip out the ROM was a thing called iPhone Browser, which allows me to go and take out the ROM and replace it back with another one. Also note, the ROM will be rom.bin. What you have to do if you want your game to be in there is also name it that too, rom.bin. And if you guys have questions, leave it in the comments, and thank you.